Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another instant deck tech. Today we're looking at a super sweet modern deck, Pili-Pala Combo. This version was recently played by Lars McMartin Rosenquist to a first placed finish at a GP trial for GPLA, so congrats to Lars on their finish with the deck. Quick reminder before we break down Pili-Pala Combo, if you like this deck, want to see it made into videos, take a second, click the subscribe button, the like button, leave a comment, anything you can do to support your deck, because whichever is most popular gets a shot at being made into videos for the following week. Let's break down Pili-Pala Combo. The basic idea of the deck is a 2-card combo that creates infinite mana. So the 2 cards we're talking about are Pili-Pala, a 2-mana, 1/1 flying artifact that has an ability where you can pay 2 and untap it to make a mana of any color, and Grand Architect, this weird blue creature / artifact lord. You can ignore the giving blue creatures +1/+1. The relevant text is you can pay a blue and turn an artifact creature into a blue creature. So 1 blue, you make Pili-Pala into a blue artifact creature, and then Grand Architect has an ability where you can tap and untap blue creature you control to add 2 mana to your mana pool, but you can only spend that to cast artifact spells or activate the abilities on artifacts. So, here's how it works. You get them both on the battlefield, then you activate Grand Architect, targeting Pili-Pala, making it a blue artifact creature, and then, since you can tap blue creatures to add mana, you can tap Pili-Pala to itself to add 2 mana that can only be used to activate the abilities on artifact or cast artifacts, and then you can use that mana, since Pili-Pala is an artifact, to untap Pili-Pala and make 1 mana of any color you can do anything you want with. Essentially, with that combo, you just tap Pili-Pala back and forth to itself, and each time you tap and untap it, you get 1 mana of any color. So it's infinite mana in 2 cards, right there, all by itself. Aether Vial's on this slide because one of the big problems with this combo is nothing has haste, really. The Pili-Pala, you gotta play it, let it sit out for a turn. It's a 1/1, it's an artifact, it dies to everything and then some. Aether Vial lets you dodge sorcery speed removal by putting it in at the end of your opponent's turn. Makes the comboing off part a lot more efficient and a lot more reliable. So that's why that one's on the slide as well. Then, what are you doing with infinite mana? Well, 2 things. Whisper of the Muse is a 1-mana draw card spell, but it has buyback of 5. So for 6 mana, you can draw a card and you keep Whispers of the Muse in your hand. So with the infinite mana, you can draw your entire deck. No questions asked. You just simply pick up your deck, put it in your hand. You got all your cards because you got all the mana. Then, because you have your entire deck in your hand, one of those cards will be Kessig Wolfrun. And then Kessig Wolfrun, you play it. You still have the infinite mana, so you use your combination of Pili-Pala and Grand Architect to make a green mana, a red mana, and let's say 1,000 mana for X. Target a creature, swing, you get in with a 1,000 whatever power Tarmogoyf and win the game. So that's what you're doing with the mana. There's no weird X spells, no crazy combos like that. You just simply draw your entire deck and then win with Kessig Wolfrun. The rest of the deck is essentially like a rug control deck. You got some Scavenging Oozes, Tarmogoyfs, Snapcaster Mage, modern staples, efficient threats, powerful cards. They don't have anything specifically to do with the combo other than they keep you alive and they can be targeted by Kessig Wolfrun. You got some counter spells in Remand and Cryptic Command. Again, not especially combo pieces, although Snapcaster is pretty sweet with Aether Vial. You can avoid paying the 2 mana for a Snapcaster, so you put it in with Vial and then flashback a Cryptic Command. Lets you cheat on that mana, which is pretty nice. And then 4 Lightning Bolts as removal and 4 Storm Visions to hold it all together. So really, it's all about the combo, but you can still win almost like a rug twin deck without twin. This is what that feels like, is a kind of like a Tarmo twin deck, except instead of winning with the Splinter Twin Deceiver Exarch combo, you're using those slots on a Grand Architect Pili-Pala Infinite combo. So it basically plays out the same way, except your combo is different. Mana base, a bunch of fetch lands, a bunch of shock lands, a bunch of basic lands, pretty straightforward. The sideboard, a million one-ofs. An island, for some reason, a bunch of counters in Dispel, Negate, Glenelender Archmage, some more removal in Flame Slash, Electrolyze, Dismember, removal for non-creatures, Ancient Grudge, hits an artifact, can flash it back. Crumble to Dust, good against Tron, getting rid of a non-basic land, and Blood Moon also fights against Tron or Eldrazi. And then a bunch of creatures, another Ooze, an Izzet Staticaster, which has been on the upswing in Modern, a PN Carnalar, and a Stormbreath Dragon. So a motley group of one-ofs in the sideboard of the Pili-Pala combo deck. Anyway, that's the deck. The combo is super cool. One of the most efficient combos, infinite combos, in all of Modern. So this is a pretty sweet shell for it, and I really like it. Anyway, that's been our Pili-Pala combo instant deck tech. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon.